Misamis Occidental is a province located in the region of Northern Mindanao in the Philippines. Its capital is the city of Oroquieta. The province borders Zamboanga del Norte and Zamboanga del Sur to the west and is separated from Lanao del Norte by Panguil Bay to the south and from Misamis Oriental by Iligan Bay to the east. The province of Misamis was originally inhabited by Subanens, who were an easy target by the sea pirates from Lanao. The province is named after the early settlement of the Spaniards at the entrance to the Panguil Bay. The name Misamis is believed to have been derived from the Subanen word kuyamis, which is a variety of coconut, the staple food of the early settlers. During the years the name persisted as an inference of the geographical location, and upon the advent of the Spanish settlers, the word kuyamis easily gave way to the more convenient pronounceable but corrupted word Misamis. History. The area of now Misamis Occidental was first occupied by Subanen and later Visayans settled in the coastal areas. The name Misamis is derived from Subanen word kuyamis, which is a variety of coconut. During the 1750s was the time that the coastal villages in southern Luzon, Visayas and Mindanao suffered attacks from bands of pirates, who burned houses and crops, and captured people to be sold as slaves in Maguindanao, Sulu, Borneo, the islands now known as Indonesia. To counteract this terrible scourge, the colonial government in Manila created a flotilla and appointed a Spanish Jesuit missionary, Father Jose Ducos, as its commander. After several successful battles against the pirates, when some peace had been restored, it was decided to build a stone fort at the mouth of Panguil Bay, at a place called Misamis, and Father Ducos was put in charge of the construction. The construction began in 1756. It was officially called Fuerte de la Concepción y del Triunfo. 1818, Mindanao was organized into 5 politico-military districts, one of which was the Segundo Distrito de Misamis, the largest district in Mindanao. This area was composed of today's Misamis Oriental, Misamis Occidental, Camigan, Bukidnon, Lanao, Zamboanga del Norte, and the northern part of Cotabato. 1850, the town of Misamis became the capital of the district of Misamis until February 27, 1872, when the Spanish Governor-General Carlos María de la Torre y Navacerrada issued a decree declaring Cagayan the permanent capital of Segundo Distrito de Misamis. During this era, the name of the town was Cagayan de Misamis. November 2, 1929, Legislative Act No. 3537 passed, dividing the old province of Misamis into Misamis Occidental and Misamis Oriental, which took effect on January 1, 1930. Misamis Occidental comprised the original 9 towns of Balangao, Lopez Llarena, Tudela, Clarin, Claridel, Oroquieta, Alorin, Jimenez, and Misamis. Don Jose Fortijo Zamis became the first governor. January 6, 1930, the Provincial Council of Misamis Occidental selected Oroquieta to become the capital town of the province. 1935, the provincial capital building, commonly called Capitolio, began and became the seat of executive and legislative power of the province, in the town of Oroquieta. In 1942, the Japanese imperial forces landed in Misamis Occidental, beginning the brief occupation of the province during World War II. In 1945, combined American and Philippine Commonwealth forces liberated the province and, with the help of the recognized guerrilla units, defeated the Japanese forces. During World War II, Misamis became the capital of the Free Philippines as the seat of government of the Free Philippines then was the Capitolio. The United States forces in the Philippines under Col. Wendell W. Fertig, based in Misamis Occidental, was the rallying point for the guerrillas in Mindanao. This was historically significant because it is the only time in Philippine history when its capital was in Mindanao, in the region then known as Misamis. The Free Philippine government was then issuing Misamis Occidental emergency notes. Late President Quezon, upon knowing that Oroquieta was made a capital of the Free Philippines and that the town was issuing emergency notes, authorized the printing of the Mindanao Emergency Note. July 16, 1948, the town of Misamis became a chartered city by virtue of Republic Act 321, making the fourth city in Mindanao after Zamboanga, Davao and Marawi. Also renamed Misamis to Ozamis after a World War II hero Jose Ozamis, who hailed from the province of Misamis Occidental and who at one time also served as its governor and congressional representative of the Lone District of Misamis Occidental, Senator of the Philippines, a delegate to the 1935 Constitutional Convention that resulted in the creation of the 1935 Constitution for the Philippine Commonwealth Government. May 2010, the people of Misamis Occidental elected the First Lady Governor, Hon. Herminia M. Ramiro. Geography. Misamis Occidental is located near the narrow strip of land linking northwestern Mindanao to the north-central part of the island, covering a total area of 2,055.22 square kilometers. The province is bounded on the northeast by the Mindanao Sea, east by the Iligan Bay, southeast by the Panguil Bay, and the west by the Zamboanga del Norte and Sur. Except along the coastal area, hilly and rolling land characterized the provincial terrain. Towards the western border, the terrain is particularly rugged. Administrative divisions. Misamis Occidental comprises 14 municipalities and 3 component cities, which are organized into 2 legislative districts and further subdivided into 490 barangays. Demographics. The population of Misamis Occidental in the 2015 census was 602,126 people, with a density of 290 inhabitants per square kilometer, 750 inhabitants per square mile. The dense population along the coast consists mainly of migrants from Cebu and Bohol. Thus, Cebuano is the lingua franca of the province, with the Boholano dialect of the Cebuano language also having some speakers. The native Subanens live in the interior uplands. Religion. In 2013, Roman Catholicism remains the predominant faith of the people of Misamis Occidental, having 70% affiliation, and the second most members are, with the Alipayan Church with 20%, while several Protestant churches as well as Islam are the minorities. Economy. The province economy depends firstly on fishing, secondly on coconuts, thirdly on rice. The province has 169 kilometers of coastline fronting the rich fishing grounds of Panguil and Iligan Bays. It also has the biggest area of brackish water fish ponds in the region. Tangub City is a fishing port on Panguil Bay famous for seafood. Coconut is the chief crop. This is processed into oil, desiccated coconut, and coir, most of which are shipped to Cebu. Coconut processing is the main industry in Oroquieta City. Other crops grown are rice, corn, abaca, coffee, cacao and rubber. Resources. Wood is the major forest product. Predominant species are the Lauan group, Arpitong, Tangway Jackal, and Philippine mahogany. There is also an abundant supply of bamboo, rattan and various vines. Forest land in the province has an area of 66,002.46 hectares, 53,262 hectares of which are considered national park. The province has a considerable deposit of clay, especially in the municipalities of Lopez Llarena and Concepcion. There are also an abundant sources of sand and gravel. The province is traditionally a net exporter of various commodities. Historical data from the Misamis Port District of the Bureau of Customs show that outgoing commodities, which is mainly of coconut products, far outweigh incoming cargoes. Being a cocoa-based province, major manufacturing firms in Misamis Occidental are engaged in the production of crude coconut oil, cooking oil, lard, margarine, laundry soap, and desiccated coconut. Other products are furniture, ceramics, gifts, toys, and housewares, processed food like banana chips and marine products. Locally fabricated agri-industrial machines and equipment are also available in the province. Tourism and attractions. Government. 1st District, Wahida, George T. Almond. 2nd District, Wahida, Henry Henses, Omanal, Herminia, Hermie M. Ramiro, Aurora, Virginia, Gigi M. Almond.